Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and work on this first sheet. So it says follow the directions below to draw a figure in the box below. Use a straight edge. All right, so the first thing it asks us to do is on A, draw 2 points A and B. I went ahead and already did that. So we have point A and point B. Check that off. We've done that. Now draw line A, B. I forgot my straight edge. You can use the bottom of your protractor for this because this is a straight edge. You're going to line it up between these 2 points and you're just going to draw a straight line from point A to point B. All right. Our next step says draw point D that is not on point A, that is not on line AB. So that means I can draw a point anywhere in this box, but it just cannot be on line AB. So I'm gonna draw it way down here, just because I can. Then we'll point D. All right, check that off. Now draw line BD. All right, so now I'm gonna use my straight edge again, the bottom of the protractor, and draw a point, line BD. All right, did that. Check. All right, now the next one says draw AD. All right, so now I'm going to connect line points A and D. All right, F. Name an acute angle. An acute angle is less than 90 degrees. So I have to find an acute angle on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use my right angle template. Let me just go and get that. It can be a folded piece of paper. It could be a circle folded, anything that has this right angle, because this is a right angle. So I'm gonna put it in each of my vertexes. My vertex is each corner that shows an angle. So I'm gonna take this right angle template, put this corner in point B. All right, I'm lining it up right here, and I see that this side of my right angle template is flush right next to this line. And then when I look at this side, I see that my line doesn't touch this, but I can see my line. My line's right here. So this means this is an obtuse angle. All right, now, but we need an acute angle, so we're gonna go to the next point. So I'm gonna take this right corner of our right angle template and put it in point D and line it up along the bottom line. As you can, the bottom line's touching, and so I know it's a touching on the, but wait, I can't see the line on this side, but it's definitely not lined up, so it's definitely not a right angle, but I can't see the line, so that makes this an acute angle because that's smaller than this 90-degree angle. So this is an acute angle. All right, I found one, but I'm gonna go ahead and find the last one because you could have more than one option that you can write. All right, so I'm gonna, again, take this corner of my right angle template and I'm gonna put it in the vertex of this angle, the corner, line it up right there. It's flush right here, it's right next to it right here, but wait, I can't see the line right there and I can't see the line anywhere else. So that means that it's an acute angle because it's smaller, again, than our right angle template. So this is an acute angle. All right, so now it says, now we can go back to our question because we labeled all of our angles. So it says name an acute angle. And we found acute angles. We found one right here and we found one right here. All right, so I can use either one, but I'm gonna write the name of both of them just so you guys can see. So when I write my angles, angle names have 3 letters. and they have a crocodile sign at the front. You always have to have your crocodile sign, otherwise the crocodile is going to eat you instead of your angle, and we don't want that. So we're going to go ahead and put our crocodile sign up front. Now our first angle is this one, and remember it has to have 3 letters. So to make up this angle, it was B, A, D. So I can put B, A, D. However, this also has another name for that one angle. You can do D, A, B. But you only need to write one. I'm just showing you an example. But remember, this A, the corner or vertex of this angle, has to always be in the middle. See, so it's right here in the middle and right here in the middle. Always has to be in the middle. If I wanted to write A, B, C, that's wrong because the A didn't come in the middle. All right, now our other acute angle had D as our vertex. So the letter D, our crocodile sign, the letter D has to go in the middle. So we have A, D, B. Excuse my dogs in the background if you can hear them. And then we also have B, D, A. All right. So then our next question, after we finished writing our angles for acute angles, now is asking us to name an obtuse angle. It also says you may have to draw and label another point. So first, we already know what our obtuse angle is. Our obtuse angle has B as its vertex, right? As our corner. So we can go ahead and label ours. This is A, B, D. Or it could be angle D, B, A. And that B is always in the middle, just like how our A was in the middle, how our D was in the middle, and then how our B is in the middle. When it talks about you may have to draw and label another point, you could have drawn your triangle to where it was your A. Ignore that. I'm so sorry. Could have been A. Then the next point could have been B. And then you could have drawn it right here. D. Now, when I connected these lines, when I looked at each of these are all acute angles. So if I need an obtuse angle, I can make another point right here, label it C, draw a line, and now I have an obtuse angle, if that makes sense. All right, on to our next question. Again, use the following instructions to draw a figure in the box below. All right, using a straight edge, we're gonna draw a line. So I'm gonna get my protractor and bring out, and you can draw a line any way you want. I draw a line. All right, check. Now the next one, label it KL. So I'm gonna put my points on the ends, KL. All right, check that off. Now the next question the next point says label a point A on KL. So we have our line KL, and now it's telling us to make a point A somewhere on this line. So I'm going to do it right in the middle. Point A. Next, using your protractor and ruler, draw a line perpendicular to KL through point A. So now I have to draw a line perpendicular to KL, and it has to go through point A. So it's going to go this way. When I have lines that are perpendicular, they make right angles. And a right angle is signified by a box in the corner. So what we can do as a little cheat is we can take our right angle template, put our point, our corner right on the point, line it up next to our line, and I can just draw straight down. And that is a right angle. So then the next thing all I have to do is take my protractor, straight edge, and just draw and extend the line. And now I have perpendicular lines. It looks like a plus sign. All right, so we did that one. Label the perpendicular line PQ. So I'm going to take this, name it P. I'm going to take this, name it Q, and that is our line PQ. Check that off. All right, next, label a point B on PQ other than point A. So point A is already on our line PQ. Now we have to draw a point B. I'm going to go ahead and draw it right here, but you can draw it anywhere on the line as long as it's not where point A is. So I'm going to line point B. Check. The next thing I have to do is I'm going to use my protractor and straight edge, and I'm going to draw a line ST that is perpendicular to PQ through point B. Now we just talked about making a perpendicular line to KL, and we ended up with PQ, right? So we had a right angle there. So now we have to make a line that's perpendicular to our PQ, and it has to go through point B. So again, I'm going to take my right angle template, to put the corner of it along point B, line it up with the line right there, and then I'm going to trace the line this way. And then I can just extend it longer, going this way. And now I have a line that is perpendicular to PQ, and they told us to label it ST. So I'm gonna label it ST. You don't have to draw the line this long. I just accidentally did. All right, and it's through point B, so we're good right now. All right, now it's gonna ask us which lines are parallel in your drawing. All right, so parallel means two lines that never touch. The way you can remember this is you have the word parallel. You see this right here? These two L's? These are parallel lines. So that's how you can remember what parallel lines look like. Parallel has two parallel lines in it. All right, so I'm gonna look at my shape, my figure, and I see that line ST and line KL, they never touch. And parallel lines never touch. So I can write ST and KL and put our lines on top to indicate that they're line segments. And to show that they're parallel, I can take these two L's and put them right here to show that they're parallel lines. And this is our parallel line letter sentence. And then it says asking us to explain why. So we're going to write, they will never touch. And that's it. Good job.